Hello everyone, we are live. Welcome to our live session
Oh,
today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from around the world. We are so glad you are here. Today we're diving into a question that really makes you think. Is having a plan B necessary? Before we go deeper into this topic, I want you to think about this. If something changed today, do you have a plan B? As a healthcare worker, I used to believe my job was my only security until I realized I needed more than just one source of income. For those of you watching us tonight, for those of you seeing me for the first time, welcome. My name is John. I'm originally from Nigeria and now living here in the United States. I'm a mom, a wife, a healthcare worker, and also a proud digital business owner. Like many working moms and professionals, I used to rely on just one source of income, my job. But over time, I started asking myself, what if something changes? What if I need more flexibility? That's what led me to start building something alongside my job. Today's topic is very important because many people are dependent on just one source of income. While they may feel secure, life can be unpredictable. Jobs can change, schedules can shift, expenses can increase as well. So the question becomes, is having a plan B really necessary? I'm not having this conversation alone today. I'm joined by three amazing business partners who are also building additional stream of income while managing their careers and responsibilities. They are going to share their honest experience and perspective. Mentor Marilyn, I'm so excited to have you here. She's a working professional who decided to explore building another stream of income while still maintaining her job. Marilyn, please go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
hello everyone. Welcome back to our weekly Go Live. If this is your first time seeing us here, welcome. My name is Marilyn. I am originally from Papua New Guinea. I now live here in the States with my husband and two kids. A wife, a mom, a nurse by profession, and also a proud digital entrepreneur. I decided to have a plan B because during the pandemic time, it really opened my eyes because a lot of people had lost their job. Some got laid off, and all kinds of things happened. And as many people, I did not have a plan B, and I thought to myself, if something would have happened and like lose my job, I don't have anything in place. Like when I look at my savings, I don't have anything. And that really, opened my eyes to think beyond my job and to, start something on the side as a plan B to have a safety net. So that's why I decided to have a plan B. Back to you, host.
Thank you. Next, we have Mentor Edna. She's also a working professional who made the decision not to rely on just one source of income. Mentor Edna, please introduce yourself to our audience. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. My name is Edna, and for the newbies that just jumping in to our weekly live, I was born and raised in the Philippines. Moved to Canada over 30 years ago. Built a traditional business with my husband, and I thought that was the path. But deep inside, I knew I wanted more freedom, more flexibility, and more options for my future. Today, I am a digital business owner and mentor, and I'm so passionate about helping women, especially in their second chapter, see that it's not too late to create something new for themselves. And yeah, we're talking about if we're having a plan B is necessary. It's 100% yes, because in this day and age, having a job or even two jobs, for some people, even three, still does not guarantee financial freedom. And that's not to discourage you. That's just the reality many of us are living right now. We were told go to school, get a job, work hard, and you'll be set for life. But let's be honest, that's not the full story anymore. Inflation is happening everywhere. The cost of living keeps rising, but income not always keeping up. And this is where I had a shift in perspective. I realized depending on just what works before in today's world can feel very risky. So I started asking myself, what's my plan B? Not because I wanted to leave what I was doing, but because I wanted options. And that's when I discovered the power of building something online. Um, because whether we like it or not, everything is moving online. Businesses, shopping, connections, opportunities. And having an online business today is no longer just a nice idea. It's becoming a smart move. It is not overnight success. It's not magic, but it's a real option for more uh, for people who want more flexibility, more control, and another stream of income. So if you're thinking about your future, your stability, your next chapter, maybe it's time to ask yourself, do I need to have a plan B? And if not, maybe it's time to start exploring one because having options, that's the real security. Back to you, host.
Thank you so much. And now we're gonna please welcome Mentor Tevye. Mentor Tevye, she's also a working professional who recognized the importance of having options and took action to build something alongside her job. Please introduce yourself to our audience. Over to you, Mentor Tevye.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanvir Farhad. I'm from India back home. I was an accountant and I came to Toronto almost now 15 years living here with my family. I'm a professional accountant, still working a full-time job. Like we are discussing now with the plan B, is it necessary? I feel yes, it is because of the reason now how the world is changing and everything is going, the cost of living is so high. So we need to have an option that has to be backup plan to do a plan B for us. Even though if you're working full time, still we can't say, we can't predict about our full job, will be there or not. Sometimes anything can happen with our health issues or any unexpected things can happen. So that's why we need to prepare for it before. We need, if you have a plan B, it also give a peace of mind. So you can just think about that and feel safe if you have a backup plan there. So right now I'm just that's why the reason when I'm doing a full-time job, I don't want to go again outside into the job again going outside. So I just thought to go and search online. So that can be done from working from home anytime, any day, whenever you're free, you can just have the option to. So this came across this job, online business, that was very helpful and easy and flexible for me. So that's why we need to have a plan B that has to be very important for everyone's life, even though for like for a working woman who doesn't want to go outside or who's a home owner, just wanted to be at home. For those ladies also, it is a very good option like an online business, like Edna has said that everything is going online, even though for shopping, buying, or whatever you want, everything is going online. So it's nice option that you need to prepare and think about and have that option, because you can't see if one day when I go to the office, I can say that maybe today, maybe my last day, can't say. Like, they will just give you a layoff or something. So you need to have prepare your mind so that you will be having an option for that. So I think it should be necessary, or it's very nice to have the other option to prepare for your plan B. Thank you.
Right. Thank you for sharing. From my experience, I realized that relying on just one source of income can feel secure, but it
Yeah.
can also be risky, especially as a working mom and a healthcare worker. I've seen how unpredictable life and work schedules can be. There were days my schedule changed without notice. Days I had to pick up extra shift, and days I came home completely exhausted. Yet still have so many stuff waiting for me. As a mom, it's not just about me, it's about my family, my children, and being present for them. I remember asking myself, what happens if I can't work as much? What if I need more time for my family? That's when it really hit me. Relying on just one source of income meant my time was always tied to how much I could earn. That's when I understood that a plan B is not about fear, it's about preparation and having options. I wasn't looking to quit my job. I just didn't want my income to be limited by how many hours I could work. So, Mentor Mary Lynn, do you have something else to share?
Yes, sis. And I can resonate with you as a healthcare worker too, it can be tough, or not just healthcare, any other jobs that we do. It's exhausting. By the end of the day, you come home, it's like you feel like you don't have any more to give to your family because all your energy has been spent at your job. But you know deep down, as a mom, as a parent, even dads, you have to still be there for your family, right? Even though you are tired, you still have to give your 100% at home too. And we don't we don't want to talk about that because we want to be strong, right? And we want to show our family that yes, we can do it, but deep down we know that we can't. We are human beings, we are tired. And even if you have a full-time job, your husband have a full-time job, but still you don't have that balance.
Mhm.
The balance is not there. It seems like, for me, at one point, I I will come home and my husband will leave for work, and my husband will come home and I will leave for work, and
Yeah,
it's like we
that's
didn't
true.
really sit down to have that family
Have
time
family
where,
time. Yeah.
yeah, you realize that too, right? And so
Yeah.
it's like, how can we balance this? We want things, but we cannot have it all.
Mm.
Right.
And that's the reality for all of us. you
Mhm.
know Even people born in this country, that's the reality. Whatever country you are in, it's everybody's reality, and nobody wants to talk about it, because when we try to do it, it hits different, and you feel like, no, I don't want to go there. I just want to be in my safe space, right?
Right.
That's why
Yeah,
having
exactly.
a plan B is necessary. Now in this day and age, we see everything is starting to rise again,
Again, yeah.
right? You go
Definitely, we
to the
can't cope
grocery
with.
store, you see how much you spent last year, but this year it has changed. Maybe
Done.
$100 more or $200 more. I don't know. I don't know your
Yes.
family budget. I don't know how much you put for your grocery shopping, but you can see the difference. It has changed. Now,
Mhm.
many of us don't have a plan B. I know that because I was one of them. I did not have a plan B. I was thinking I have a job and that's it. I'm good. But no, that that wasn't I mean, it's okay to have a job, but having a plan B gives you more option, like Sister
Support, yeah.
and everybody share. You have more options. Yes, you can have a job, but being stuck to that one job is not going to give you many options. Maybe they promise you a raise or a promotion, but how long are you going to wait for it? You don't know. Maybe tomorrow they will say, "I'm sorry, but we have to let you go,"
Yeah.
Right.
or they will say, "You are fired," or this and that. We are laying people off. Then what? Do you have a plan in place? No. So now is the time to look for a plan B, a safety net. Create something
Definitely.
that will secure you and your family.
Mhm.
So that's all I want to say. Thank you, sis. Back to you.
Well, thank you so
Yeah,
much for
definitely.
sharing that, Mentor Marilyn. I'm sure a lot of people watching can relate to what you just said, especially the part about realizing that relying on one source of income may not always be enough. That really highlights something important. A plan B is not about fear, like I said before. It's about being prepared and having options.
Mhm.
Mentor Edna, do you have something to add to
Something
this?
else to add? I think you ladies have covered everything. We've It shows that we have the same, we're gearing up to the same path. So I think we're good.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Mentor Tenvie, do you have something else to add?
Not exactly, but the thing is, both A and B can be balanced together. If you have a strong vision and if you have anything strong, good thing you want to make it happen, you can achieve it. If you have both, you can balance. So we need it. I think for
True.
this situation, we need both right now, A
Yes.
and B too.
Yes.
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 That's
And
important nowadays. Yeah.
I want to add to what Tanvia said. You have the vision, you have the mind for it, you will do it. You will achieve what you are looking for in life, right? And you might be wondering how we are doing this as working professionals, and ladies that have kids and other responsibilities that we have to take care of too. How are we able to do this? Our business is set up in a way that works for us busy people. That is why it's easy for us to do it alongside our jobs. It's the flexibility for us that
Yes.
we can plug in anytime we want to and choose how many hours we want to put in and where and when we want to do it. That is why we are starting our plan B, to have that many options as we want. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I love how you explained that, especially the idea of having a plan B. It's not about leaving your job, but about creating additional security and flexibility. And I think that something many people misunderstand is that you don't have to quit what you are doing. You can
Mhm.
just build something alongside it.
Along with, yeah, that's true.
Yes, everyone's journey is different, and that's why this conversation are so important that we talked about it this night. Thank you so much for sharing this. That was really good. I think what stand out from what all of us said tonight is having a plan B is not about fear, it's about creating options, flexibility, and peace of mind.
Mhm.
This has been such an opening conversation. Listening to this different perspective really shows that we are in a time where having just one income may not be
Would
enough
be
for
enough.
people. And more importantly, people are realizing they can start building something without quitting their jobs. As we begin to wrap up tonight's conversation, I want to leave this with you. Having a plan B is no longer just a nice idea, it's becoming a necessity in today's world. Not because something will go wrong, but because you deserve choices, stability, and freedom. So if you're watching us tonight and you are thinking, I need to start building my plan B, Here's your next step. Reach out to any of the websites on the screen, and we'll be happy to help you get started. I want to sincerely thank my amazing business partners for sharing their experience today. And thank you to everyone who joined us. We truly appreciate your time and your presence. Remember, you don't have to quit your job to create a better future. You just have to start. Good night, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.